Right, everyone, Liam Butt, Platinum Personal Training, coming at you with this video regarding insulin sensitivity dieting. This is the second time I'm trying to do this. First time I went off track far too much. Maybe went into a bit too much detail. Time ran out. Couldn't get the damn video on YouTube. So I've got to keep it inside 15 minutes. So I'm going to talk a little bit quicker. I'm going to be a little bit more concise. If I therefore miss anything or anything's not explained in enough detail, hit me up an email or the Facebook or whatever, and I can go into it in more detail, either in a video or an email, or we can have a chat, whatever. Okay, so insulin sensitivity dieting, that is the topic of discussion today. Who is it good for? Okay, who's going to be beneficial for? Why? When do we do it? How do we do it? Blah, blah, blah. So I was introduced to insulin sensitivity dieting last year by a good friend and training partner of mine who was getting some good results from it. Okay. Insulin sensitivity dieting is a method of dieting by which we make ourselves insulin sensitive. Okay, you might have already cottoned on to that, closing the title. Okay, so before we start any training regime, dieting regime, we need to decide what we're doing this for, what we're trying to achieve. Are we trying to increase size, which is for the most part who this is aimed at? Are we trying to increase strength, fitness, minimize risk of injury? Are we trying to lose weight, lose body fat, lose body mass? This video, you'll be able to utilize it for any of the above. Okay, males, females, yes, great for both. Good for weight loss, yes, but I'm kind of more going to aim this at bodybuilders, at you guys and girls out there that want to add size to your frame. Okay, so do bear in mind that I have run two recent training programs, both power building programs. Okay, what is power building? It is powerlifting and bodybuilding as a hybrid. I like the term. Okay, you'll see the likes of Mike O'Hearn and such like. He's very much into the power building. He's got a pretty good physique. I've made notes, you see, that's why I keep waving at you. If you train with me, if you're a client of mine, you'll know that I very rarely put one of these on a bit of this, okay? So I've got some information for you today. So yeah, these last two training programs I've just run, both very, very, very similar, got some great results, but the results I got when I was doing the insulin sensitivity dieting, I got the strength and I got the size increases, but I also got that decrease in body fat. Okay, you take two guys. I mean, I was weighing at the tail end of the program 235, a fat 235 versus a lean 235, worlds apart. Not to say in the second time I ran the program I got fat, but my body fat was higher. Okay, strength was through the roof. But, you know, everyone wants the detail. You want the six-pack abs. And if you can keep those while gaining mass, great, let's do it. And that is what this is all about. Okay. So, the goal of the program is to make yourself insulin sensitive. Let's just keep it simple. Let's go bang straight at it. How do we do that? Okay. We minimize and or reduce and or eliminate intake of carbohydrates. Okay, now insulin itself is a very, very, very powerful anabolic storage hormone. It's actually the most powerful, the most anabolic hormone in the body. Okay, most people, you ask that question, they'll say it's testosterone. It's not. It is insulin. Okay, and insulin is released into the system every time we intake carbohydrates. Okay, we could kind of attribute in this day and age why people are so fat. It's as simple as that, because they have insulin present in their system at all times. They're in constant storage mode from eating carbohydrates all the time. Okay, so basically what I'm going to try and teach you guys to do today is to only intake carbohydrates around your workout. Okay, to make yourself insulin sensitive. So even a small amount of carbohydrates going in, you'll get a good release of insulin and be able to uptake nutrients. And the reason that we want to do that is so as we can Start the recovery process post-workout in a very, very effective and very, very efficient manner. Okay, just a little check of the notes, see where we're at. Okay, so anabolic release post-workout, blah, 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 blah. This is where we went wrong last time. Too many notes, too much time. So, for me, and this is why I'm going to give you some exact things to do. Now this, it's like anything. There'll be, you type insulin sensitivity dieting into YouTube, you're going to get a lot of hits. So you're going to get a lot of videos. Most will hopefully be similar to this one, okay? But they're not going to be the same because things work different for different people, okay? This works amazingly well for me, okay? I'm restarting this exact diet on Monday with a view to getting bigger, stronger, and leaner. Can you do those three things together? Definitely. Absolutely. And if anyone tells you you can't, they maybe can't. You hopefully can. It has to be in conjunction with the right supplementation. CMP supplementation. Okay. Hit me up for a price list. And it has to be in conjunction with the right amount of rest. Okay, we want to minimize injury. The diet has to be there. The training has to be there. Okay, if you want to do high intensity style training, Dorian Yates style training, great. You want to train up Ronnie Coleman, Arnold Schwarzenegger, 12 times a week or whatever them boys are training, that's cool. It's whatever works for you. Okay, power building style training works for me, and insulin sensitivity dieting works for me. Try it, but do remember, guys, that whole your body gets used to things. You got to mix it up. I'm sorry, it's bullshit. Because people don't give things long enough for you to reach that adaptation mode. Yes, your body will get used to something. But if you're doing bicep curls, barbell bicep curls within your session, within your bicep session each week, and you're doing 10 repetitions, that's great. Your body would get used to that if you did it with 30 kilos every week. But you're not, because you're going to be putting 32.5 kilos on next week. 35 kilos. Obviously, that's per side. And that's where you're not getting used to it, because you're making an adaptation in one of the variables. You're increasing resistance. So write yourself a training program and run it for 12 to 20 weeks. Get the neural adaptation, get the strength adaptation, and then that muscle mass will come. Okay? Again, people are going to disagree. People are going to be watching this video going, this guy, not only is he doesn't know what he's talking about, it's bullshit, I've tried it, doesn't work for me. But there's going to be people saying, that sounds good, I've done it, it works for me. Or they're going to be thinking, I want to run this. Okay? So let's get on to the actual intake of food, how we're going to make ourselves insulin sensitive. We are 8 minutes in, we got 7 to go, better hurry up. So, throughout the course of the day, 0 carbs. Okay, no carbs coming in. When we wake up in the morning, massively stressful time for the body. Cortisol's very, very, very high. The last thing we want is insulin anyway. We don't want those carbs in the morning. Have I just been running 150 porridge in the morning? Yes. But we're here to talk about insulin sensitivity dieting. So, it's going to be eggs and salmon for me in the morning. Okay, meal 2 is going to be pro-peptide and nuts with some greens powder added. Meal, I'm going to skip on meals 3, 4, 5, because they're the shakes that I'm going to tell you about in a minute, which are going to get you the insulin sensitivity, and I'm going to tell you about meal 6 in a minute. Meal 7 will be steak and salad. Meal 8 is going to be pro-peptide with a heavy hit of glutamine, okay, along with ZMA as well, greens powder again. For those of you that don't know what the greens powder is, consider it powdered vegetables. Okay, no one wants to eat vegetables. So if anyone tells you they do, they're lying. Unless it's in something like, well, no one wants to eat vegetables. Let's not even go into it. Okay, so those meals, they're all, what are they? What are they containing? What are the macros there? Proteins, fats. Yeah, proteins and fats. No insulin being released, okay? I know there's a little bit of literature that's just come out that says that protein and fats do still have an impact on insulin on insulin secretion. Yeah, sorry, Mark Fox, but I disagree. this is a good buddy of mine. We're running very, very, very opposite sides of the scale programs at the moment. We'll see who comes out looking better at the end of it. Hopefully both come out with some great results though. So, around that workout, I want to spike my insulin. Why do I want to do that? Because when I spike insulin, my cells open, literally closed, open, and they're ready to suck up nutrients. What are those nutrients we want to get in around the workout? Okay, we want to get in branched chain amino acids. We want to get in essential amino acids, creatine, glutamine. Some people like to take their HMB around the workout. We want to basically get protein into your muscles. Okay, how do we do that? Okay, so for me, my pre-workout is going to be 10 grams of creatine, 10 grams of glutamine, 2 scoops, that's 3 scoops, of some sort of pre. I'm not going to hit any carbs in that. I did in my last rotation, but I'm going to just give it a whirl, not running carbs in that. So I'm going to put my carbs in my intra-workout shake. Intra means during. That's going to be 50 grams of pro fuel, along with 20 grams of branched chain amino acids, 20 grams of essential amino acids. So now insulin's starting to be released. My cells are opening, okay? And I've started the recovery process before I've even finished the workout. So I'm getting a head start on that, okay? Post-workout shake. If anybody that knows me, you know full well what I'm going to be hitting up post-workout. 3 scoops, strawberry pro-recover. Good stuff, great stuff. But I'm going to increase the carbs by pumping in 2 bananas as well. Okay, it's going to give me a good hit of potassium. I do apologise, my foot's getting eaten at the moment by my puppy. He's gone. So now I've got loads and loads of insulin coming around the system. Loads and loads of insulin, okay? That pro-recover and those bananas, they come in, bang. That last set goes up. Weight goes back in the rack. Pro-recover, 2 bananas. That's going to be training for me till, say, 4 o'clock. I'm then going to hit my 4 o'clock client for 1 hour, smash him up or her up, whoever it might be. This is when I then hit my what we call post-workout meal, okay? 200 grams of white rice, high glycemic, okay? High glycemic, low glycemic. Low glycemic, not much release of insulin. High glycemic, big release of insulin, which is what we want, okay? 200 grams of high glycemic white rice, 300 grams of chicken. So the chicken's where the protein's coming from, yeah? And that's what I want to get into the muscles. So I use that white rice to spike the insulin, open the cells, suck it up. Recovery process, efficient and effective. I come back bigger and stronger. I'm also going to take down 100 grams of pineapple during that meal. Okay. That 100 grams of pineapple, why am I going to hit pineapple? Additional carbs, and for those in the know, pineapple is fantastic for digestion. Really, really, really good for digestion. Okay, so that's going to make me nice, hopefully insulin sensitive. Okay, I'm going to run this for a prolonged period, 12 to 20 weeks. That's going to start me off at 350 carbs per day. That's 350 grams of carbs. I will aim to increase that by 25 grams per week, which will be spread through the intra and the post workout meal. Okay, so the 3 scoops of peptide will remain the same. And again, by doing this, that's going to make me hopefully insulin sensitive, so my body is in a better place to uptake nutrients around my workout when it needs them. Okay. Now, guys, I've literally got 1 more minute. So, topics I haven't had time to discuss. Actually, I'm just going to quickly say, non-training days, okay? You keep your carbs super minimal, okay? Super minimal. I'm talking trying to keep them starches out, hit up some vegetables on those days, okay? And that's going to keep that insulin low. Sorry, my puppy's now crying. He wants some attention. Guys, I've got 30 seconds, so I'm going to have to wrap it up there. Please give me your opinions and your thoughts on this video. Okay, if I have missed anything, I have rushed this. It was going to be 30 minutes long. I've had to hit it 15 minutes. It's Liam Butt, Platinum Personal Training, lgb1212@yahoo.co.uk. This is going on Facebook. This is going on Twitter. Give me your opinions. Give me your thoughts. Hit me up with questions. I'll happily do another video later today if I get enough interest and you want to hear some more stuff. Train hard, take care, and that's a wrap.